What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series challenge. I'd like to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive, the wonderful creators of Cities Skylines. And they've asked me to do this challenge. Again, it is a Let's Play challenge. And how it's going to work is we have to level up all 3 campuses within a time span of 1 month real time. So we're gonna get going, get that done, hopefully, and there's a reward at the end of the Let's Play, and that is 6 keys. Cities Skylines and Paradox is going to provide 6 keys to me to give out to my YouTube community to unlock either DLCs, the game itself. Actually, those are about the only 2. So that's it. We have 1 month to complete the challenge, level up all 3 campus areas to the highest, build a great city, and at the end of it, we are going to be rewarded with 6 keys to unlock either DLCs or the base game itself. And those are all going to be given out to you guys. So make sure that you give the video a like. Let the series take off, and we'll go from there. So this map right here, I believe it's called Northwood Hills. I know you guys are gonna ask what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what the name of the map is, and I've spent a little bit of time on it already. So we are going to be playing with unlimited money. The reason I did this is in the interest of time. We only have 1 month to complete it, and I didn't want to waste time building, bulldozing, and moving at a slower pace. So what I did is I got us ready with the basics. I got power going over here. I've got water and sewage going right over here. I went ahead and I reworked this interchange, so you'll notice if you guys start the Northwood Hills map yourself, again part of the campus and DLC, you'll notice that this interchange here is different. So I switched it up just a little bit, made it look a little bit nicer to my liking. I added some water features over here, filled up this area, so now it's coming out to here, kind of cool. And then I prepped us for expansion over here on this side, and I hand built, custom designed this interchange over here, which I think looks kind of cool. But all right, let's go ahead and get busy. So I moved power from the power source over on the other side. I did a little bit of road work coming out to here, and we're gonna start right over here on this side. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm always excited to start a new city because the possibilities are endless, and anything can be done. When you have a blank canvas, anything can be done. You can always just hope for the best, I guess. It's kind of where I'm going with this. What we're doing over here is we are building a small commercial riverside area. Nothing too fancy. Just a little something to get us going. And then from here, we're going to go back to our 4-lane roads, and we are going to give us a main road that's going to hook up all into the residential area that we're going to have going over here. So let's go ahead and build a little bit of that as well. What I should be doing actually is using the nicer roads. We have unlimited money. We're not We are not trying to save. Not in this Let's Play. I think we should have an additional entrance into there. A couple of branches off of the streets. We can come back to the straight roads. Whoa. Kind of a little bit right there. And I think to start, I think that should be good. So we'll go ahead and get some water going over here. I was pretty excited when Cities Skylines or Paradox reached out and asked me to do this challenge. I thought it was kind of a unique opportunity and a unique challenge to start. I'm sure you guys are trying to do the same thing in your cities right now, as well as try to have all of the campuses leveled up all the way. I wasn't going to in my main city, but kind of excited to get this one going. I think it should be pretty cool. And I'm just thinking right now, this is going to require a ton of population. The city's probably going to be huge. By the way, this is a European map too. Alright, I don't think I'm going to do this for the rest of everything. We're just going to go with the rule of 440. But for now, let's, I guess, just stick with that. So let's get some residential going. Actually, before we do that, let's put in a district. Over here, I'm going to want all of the campus DLC low density housing. That is going to be found right here. Let's go ahead and enable style buildings as well. Why not? And let's get to zoning. So I think we're gonna start right here. Little bit and going around just right in there. Over here, we're gonna start with our very first park, which will not fit. So we're gonna go down to a smaller park, just like so. Let's put the game on 3-speed, help some of these folks move in a little bit quicker. And then while they're all moving in, I wanna look at our policies. I wanna go into here. I wanna enable recycling right off the bat. We're gonna do Parks and Rec. We're gonna do Education Boost. So I want everybody to prioritize education over working. We're gonna enable rec use. Let's see, recycle plastic, of course. Going over here into city planning. High-tech housing is going to be a must. We're gonna encourage everybody to use their bicycles. And for now, I think that's going to be everything. There we go. Next demand is going to be commercial. So let's go ahead and get ahead of the game. We're going to give them a little plaza right over here. That's also going to help us connect our power. Just like so. Let's take a look at some of these homes from the campus and DLC. So these are naturally level 1 right now. they can also be leveled up to level 5. And this is kind of what they look like, just some older homes with not a whole lot of upkeep. Looks like nobody cares about their grass. They do have some really nice mature trees in them. What are these round things in the front? I'm really curious to find out. Oh, they're just like little sand pits for kids. I have one of those in my backyard for my daughter. She's used it a total of about 2 times. And that's it. In my opinion, total waste of monies. All right, basic services time. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna put in a clinic right over here. Next is going to be a police station. And then we're gonna put in a fire station right up there. It's a little bit wonky right there with the terrain, but that is a-okay. Basic services are out of the way. I think right here would be a really good place to put in some schools. So we're gonna put in the elementary school. And let's come over here on this side and we'll put in the high school. Wow, that terrain is really gonna mess with us, isn't it? Put in a basketball court. Actually should go right over here on this side. So remind me not to zone anything on this side, because that's just not gonna work. And then we'll be nice and provide a small little playground as always. Right there for the elementary school. Next demand that's gonna come up is going to be industrial. And for that, I have yet to come up with an area of where we should zone industry. I'm almost thinking that we do some farming, maybe over here on this side, since we have all that farming land. But I think for now, since we're just starting out, nobody's educated, nobody's got the will to go work on a farm, I would say. Let's go ahead and just stick with some regular industry. So that we are going to maybe do a little bit right over here, or man, that's a toughie. This right here is prime land for some high density residential. Let's zone a little bit more residential before we start with the industry. As a matter of fact, I don't even see it showing up yet. Maybe maybe they forgot. Nah, they didn't forget. They wouldn't do that. But we are at 300, almost 400 in population. There we go, something like that. Oh, the other thing I forgot is garbage collection and crematoriums. So let's put in the crematoriums right away. We'll put one right down here. Is there traffic lights there? There is. We don't want them. What about over here? There probably is. We don't want them there either. And there's probably some over here. Get rid of them, and some right here, we'll get rid of them. Yeah, as far as let garbage goes, I think that is too far, but we can easily move incinerators, and we're gonna go ahead and let's just, for now, put in, we'll put in 2 of these. Alright, where's the water? There it is. We're just gonna go just like that. And we should be good. And this area over here is coming in pretty nicely. Alright, so while I was sitting and thinking where we're gonna do industry, industry started rising in demand. So I've created a small little area over here for industry where we're gonna first start off, and then more than likely in the future we're gonna go ahead and get rid of it and move it somewhere else. But for now, this is where it's going to be, and we are gonna be nice enough, even though it is a temporary area. We are gonna provide them with some basic services such as fire department, police, and well, I'm not sure if they need a hospital there, so we'll go ahead and we'll provide maybe a park or 2 just to kind of sort of help them level up in the future. Most of these homes over here have already zoned in, which means that it's time for us to start thinking about how we're going to expand our residential area. And I'm thinking that once we zone this right here, we'll leave it at that, and we can start coming out over here with a new area. So we'll keep it just like so. Kind of sort of a little bit wonky, if you will. There we go. Later on in the series, of course, we're going to grid some stuff because we're going to need to fill in a larger amount of population. But I think for starters, this should be just okay. Something in this whole area over here is going to be residential. That looks really weird, but that's okay. There we go, something like that. Over here on the commercial side, let's go ahead and grid just a little bit more, since we do have a little bit of the demand. All right, now as far as water goes, let's just make sure that everybody has water, because it is way less time consuming doing it this way. And we are on limited money, so we really don't care. We'll go ahead and put in a little park here. This is yet another really good area for some schools. So we'll put, yeah, let's put the elementary school there. Put the high school here. I'm not gonna put in any universities just yet, because I want these folks to get through middle school, high school, or I'm sorry, elementary school and then high school. And then we're gonna start implementing the university or campus dedicated sections in the city. So we'll provide a couple of parks here as well. There we go, one there. And one there. And I think we are ready to start zoning some residential. By the way, guys, I am also working on merch, believe it or not. I kind of did a little bit of messing around with it. I've got a couple of t-shirts that I've designed, and I'll be putting in the link into or integrated into the videos in the bottom. Possibly, well, no, it's definitely not going to be in this one. I don't have everything finished up just yet, but in the future, if you guys feel so inclined, I want to help support the channel. You can buy some merch. It'll help me out. It'll help the channel grow, and you will get something in return, as opposed to nothing in return. So I thought that was a cool little thing to be able to offer to you guys. I saw a lot of oops, we forgot to district this. Let's do it real quick before it all fills in. I saw a couple of the other YouTube folks have done it. The community loved it, and a bunch of them are supporting the channel gear with pride. So if you guys feel so inclined, do so. Definitely not required to, but it'd be great if you did. So look out for that in the near future at some point. Let's take a look at our industry over here. Not a whole lot has zoned in. And for some reason, we are having abandoned buildings, which is no problem. And the reason we're not having so much demand here on industry, it's actually pretty simple. If you go back into our policies, we did enable education boost. So what that means is most of these folks are now prioritizing going to school as opposed to working. So that, I believe, is also one of the reasons why you or why we're having these issues right here. Not enough educated citizens. Well, you just gotta wait a little bit. They're going to school. They'll be educated soon enough and come and work. As far as the map goes, though, out of all of the maps in the campus DLC, this one is absolutely beautiful. It even comes with this little trumpet interchange over here as a standard. Really, really cool. You've got the double one over on the other side, or like the scissor interchange that I made a tutorial video about. That one over there in the distance looks also really cool. And then this one over here that I've done. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's unique. Well, the game sure is moving a little bit slow on the demand side. So what I did in the waiting time is I kind of populated the area a little bit with some trees, made it look a little bit nicer. Kind of tried to hide the terrain shifting as the houses are being built. Just over here on this side. I'll worry about that on this side in the future. I also went ahead and added just a tiny little bit over here of more residential that we can zone. Actually, I don't think I want anything right there. And then we can come over here and zone up the rest. While all of that is being built, and while we're also patiently waiting for the demand to start coming in for everything else, I thought maybe, just maybe, we could get a head start on our leisure area and do just a tiny bit of that down here by the river. which I think would it's gonna look kind of nice. So we'll do just that small block for now. We'll make it leisure, and we'll go ahead and zone that bit right there. Actually, yeah, we can zone that bit right there as well. Yeah, well, in hopes that that'll come in. Let's do that and that with industry as well. Have any of these leveled up yet? I don't think they have. Everybody's saying educate more citizens. We do have 2 high schools and 2 elementary schools. Let's see if that is enough. High school is good. Whoa. Elementary school is good as well. So all it is, ladies and gents, is these folks over here are just waiting to get their education so they can get some of these nicer jobs over here, or perhaps come and work over here in this area. But I am go ahead and wrap up this very first episode of the Campus Challenge, Part 1. Many more to come. So the idea behind the series is going to be to try and release 2 to 3 videos per week, maybe more. At some weeks it is going to be less, but we do have 1 month to get this challenge completed. I think it's gonna be cool. It's a beautiful map, and at the end, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there is going to be some free DLC keys or game keys that are going to be given out to from Paradox to me to share with you guys. So make sure that you hit that like button, like the video, let the series take off, and we'll get some keys at the end. As always, guys, be the best that you can be in everything that you do, and I will see you guys on the next one.